If you feel constant tiredness, body aches, digestive problems, or even accelerated aging, you can bet that your gut is sending warning signals. And the worst, there are foods that rot inside your body, creating a toxic environment that feeds diseases. But the good news is that today, I'm going to reveal how to interrupt this process and cleanse your organism naturally. I've heard many stories about health and longevity, but few are as surprising as those of Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara. Did you know that this Japanese doctor lived to be 105 years old and continued treating patients until a few months before his death? But the most impressive thing is not just his advanced age, but the fact that he revealed secrets about health that go against everything that most people believe. And one of these secrets may be what is preventing you from having a long and healthy life. According to Dr. Hinohara, death comes from the gut. It may seem shocking, but he believes that almost all diseases start there, inside you, without you realizing it. And I ask you, do you know what is happening in your gut right now? I just need you to watch this video until the end, because at the end of it, I'm going to give you a special gift. It is a secret recipe, 100% natural, that was guarded with 7 keys and passed from generation to generation by the elders of the Blue Zones, regions of the world where people live more than 100 years with full health. This recipe has been used for thousands of years by these peoples, but nobody outside these regions has access to this knowledge. And today, for the first time, I'm going to reveal this exclusive formula to you. Before we begin, I have 2 very simple requests for you. The first is a personal commitment. If you are really willing to seek more health and longevity in the next 6 months, 1 year, 5, 10, or 30 years, write the following phrase in the comments: "My gut is the key to my health." This simple affirmation will strengthen your commitment to your body and increase your chances of transforming your health. It may seem like a small thing, but studies show that when we declare an intention publicly, our brain responds in a much more positive way. And the second request is even easier. Like this video and share it right now with all the people you want to see healthy and living for many years. You certainly know someone who needs this information to improve their life. And I'm sure that everyone who receives this video will thank you eternally for this free knowledge. So, let's begin. The gut is the key to longevity. Have you ever stopped to think that the secret of longevity may be inside you, in the place you least imagine? Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara believed that the gut was the true center of health and a long life, and he was not alone. Modern research shows that up to 90% of diseases start in the gut, and when it is not functioning well, your entire body suffers the consequences. But why is the gut so important? Imagine it is like the root of a tree. If the root is strong and healthy, the tree grows well, with green leaves and fruits full of life. But if the root is weak, contaminated, or suffocated by bad substances, the whole tree begins to get sick. This is exactly what happens to our body when the gut is inflamed or intoxicated. The gut and immunity, the natural barrier against diseases. Dr. Hinohara always warned his patients about a curious fact. 70% of our immune system is in the gut. This means that a healthy gut protects you from viruses, bacteria, inflammations, and even serious diseases like cancer and autoimmune diseases. Now, think with me. If your gut is weak, inflamed, and full of toxins, how can your body defend itself correctly? It can't. And that is why so many people live sick, without energy, and always feeling their body heavy.
The signs that your gut is slowly killing you. Many times, the gut gives signs that something is wrong, but we ignore them. See if you have any of these symptoms. Sensation of constant bloating or gas, constipation or frequent diarrhea, unexplained tiredness even after a good night's sleep, joint or muscle pains for no apparent reason, dry skin, acne or unexplained allergies, low immunity and frequent colds, difficulty losing weight, even eating little. If you identified with 2 or more of these symptoms, your gut may be intoxicated, and this may be sabotaging your health without you realizing it. Science confirms a healthy gut is a healthy body. Studies published in the scientific journal Nature show that people who have a balanced intestinal microbiota, that is, a gut populated by good bacteria, have less inflammation in the body and live longer. In addition, research from the National Institutes of Health of the United States revealed that a healthy gut can even prevent neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. In other words, taking care of the gut is not just a matter of digestion, but of total health and longevity. The foods that rot in your gut. Now that you have understood that the gut is the key to your health and longevity, it is time to talk about something that few people know, but that may be destroying your body day after day. There are foods that, instead of nourishing your organism, literally rot inside your gut, generating toxins and feeding silent inflammations that can lead to serious diseases. And the worst of all is that most people consume these foods every day without even imagining the damage they are causing. So pay close attention, because now I'm going to show you what are the worst enemies of your gut and what they do inside your body.
Processed meat and sausages. You know that ham, sausage, bologna, sausage, and salami that seems so practical and tasty? Well, they are a true poison for your gut. These foods are rich in chemical preservatives like nitrites and nitrates, which not only irritate the intestinal lining, but are also associated with a greater risk of colorectal cancer, according to studies published by the World Health Organization. In addition, because they're rich in saturated fats and difficult to digest proteins, these meats ferment in the gut and create an environment favourable for the proliferation of bad bacteria, causing inflammations and even chronic constipation. In addition, refined flour forms a type of glue inside the gut, making digestion difficult and contributing to constipation. If you have constipation, reducing or eliminating the consumption of refined flours may be one of the first steps to feel an immediate improvement. Sugar and artificial sweeteners. Refined sugar is not only a villain for your weight and for your glucose, it is also one of the biggest destroyers of intestinal balance. When you consume sugar in excess, it serves as food for bad bacteria and for fungi like Candida, which can cause intestinal infections, bloating, and even mood swings such as anxiety and depression. And if you think that substituting sugar for artificial sweeteners is a solution, be careful. Studies show that sweeteners like aspartame and sucralose can kill the good bacteria in the gut, completely unbalancing the intestinal microbiota and making way for autoimmune and inflammatory diseases. Refined vegetable oils. Many people think they are doing a good thing by using soy, corn, sunflower, and canola oil in their day-to-day, but the truth is that these oils are highly inflammatory. They contain an excess of omega-6 fatty acids, which, when consumed in excess, increase inflammation in the body and harm intestinal functioning. In addition, these oils go through chemical refining processes that generate toxic substances, making digestion difficult and overloading the liver and gut. Conventional dairy. Milk and its derivatives, such as cheeses, yogurts, and industrialized butter, can be a serious problem for those who have a sensitivity to lactose or milk proteins. Many people above 50 years old no longer produce enough lactase, which is the enzyme responsible for digesting lactose, and this can lead to excessive fermentation in the gut, generating gas, bloating, and diarrhea. In addition, studies show that conventional cow's milk can increase inflammation in the body and even harm the absorption of essential nutrients such as calcium and magnesium. How to cleanse your gut and restore your health. Now that you already know what are the foods that are harming your gut and causing a true disaster in your health, it is time to learn what to do to reverse this situation. And the good news is that the gut has an incredible capacity to regenerate itself as long as you offer it the right foods and follow simple habits that can completely transform the functioning of your body. If you want to recover your energy, strengthen your immunity, and even prevent serious diseases, follow these 4 natural strategies to cleanse the gut and restore your health from the inside out. Increase the consumption of fibres.
Fibres are one of the most important nutrients to keep the gut healthy and functioning correctly. They act as a true broom in the digestive system, helping to eliminate accumulated residues and preventing the formation of toxins. There are two main types of fibres. Soluble fibres, which absorb water and form a gel in the gut, helping to regulate intestinal transit and nourish the good bacteria. They're present in foods like oats, flax seeds, chia, apple, and carrot. Insoluble fibres, which increase the volume of feces and stimulate the movement of the gut, preventing constipation. They're found in leafy vegetables, wheat bran, and seeds. The ideal is to consume at least 25 grams of fibres per day, gradually increasing the intake to avoid discomfort.
Drink more water throughout the day. It is no use increasing the intake of fibres if you do not drink enough water. Without water, the fibres can have the opposite effect and end up drying out the gut, making constipation worse. Dr Shigeaki Hinohara always recommended that his patients drink water regularly throughout the day, starting with a glass as soon as they wake up to activate the digestive system. The general recommendation is to consume at least 1.5 to 2 litres of water daily. Include fermented foods in your routine. Fermented foods are rich in probiotics, which are the beneficial bacteria responsible for maintaining the balance of the intestinal microbiota. Consuming these foods regularly can help to improve digestion, strengthen the immune system, and even regulate mood, since the gut has a direct connection with the production of serotonin, the hormone of well-being. Some of the best fermented foods to include in your diet are natural yogurt without sugar, kefir, sauerkraut, kombucha, miso. Avoid the excess of industrialized and ultra-processed foods. Finally, but not least, one of the biggest mistakes that harm intestinal health is the excessive consumption of industrialized and ultra-processed foods, rich in preservatives, artificial colorings, refined sugars, and inflammatory fats. The more natural your diet is, the better your gut will function. Prioritize fresh fruits such as fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats, and avoid as much as possible the products that come in packages and labels full of unknown ingredients. If you follow these strategies, in a few weeks your gut will begin to function better, your digestion will be more efficient, and you will feel more energy and disposition in your day-to-day. And now comes the most important part of this video. I'm going to reveal a secret recipe used for thousands of years by the elders of the Blue Zones to keep the gut clean, healthy, and free of toxins. Congratulations for having arrived until here. This shows that you are really committed to your health and willing to change your life for the better. As promised, now I'm going to reveal a special recipe, a true treasure that was hidden for centuries and that can transform your intestinal health. But first, let me tell you a secret. Have you ever heard of the Blue Zones? These are places in the world where people live for more than 100 years with health, disposition, and without chronic diseases. In these places, such as Okinawa in Japan and Nicoya in Costa Rica, the elders have a healthy gut until the end of their lives. And this does not happen by chance. They follow a simple diet based on natural ingredients that favor the balance of the intestinal microbiota, combat inflammations, and prevent the accumulation of toxins. The recipe that I'm going to share with you now is inspired by this ancestral knowledge and has been used for generations to keep the gut clean and functioning like a clock. And the best of all, you only need 1 glass of this drink per day to start feeling the benefits. The secret recipe to cleanse the gut and restore your health. This drink combines powerful ingredients that will detoxify your gut, eliminate accumulated toxins, strengthen your microbiota, and restore your natural energy. Ingredients: 1 glass of warm water, 1 tablespoon of flax seeds, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, half a squeezed lemon, 1 teaspoon of pure honey. Preparation mode: boil a glass of water and let it warm up. Add the flax seeds and let them rest for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. Then add the turmeric, the lemon juice, and the honey, mixing well before drinking.
Why this recipe works. Each ingredient in this drink has an essential role in restoring your intestinal health. See what science says about each one of them. Flax seeds are rich in soluble fibres and omega-3, which help to regulate the gut and nourish good bacteria. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition showed that flax seeds reduce intestinal inflammations and improve intestinal transit. Turmeric has a potent anti-inflammatory action and helps to restore the intestinal lining, preventing diseases like irritable bowel syndrome. Research from the journal Advances in Experimental Medicine and Biology confirms that turmeric improves digestion and strengthens the microbiota. Lemon is a powerful natural alkalizer, aids in digestion, and helps to eliminate toxins from the organism. A study published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition showed that lemon improves the functioning of the liver, an essential organ for the cleansing of the body. Pure honey. Besides sweetening naturally, honey has enzymes and antioxidant compounds that protect the gut against inflammations and help in the absorption of nutrients. How to take it to get the maximum benefits. The best time to consume this drink is in the morning, on an empty stomach. This is because the gut is more receptive to absorbing nutrients and eliminating accumulated residues from the night. Take a glass every day for at least 30 days and notice how your digestion will improve, your energy will increase, and your immunity will become stronger. Contraindications. This drink is safe for most people, but some should avoid it. Those who have serious gastrointestinal problems like ulcers should avoid lemon in excess. People allergic to turmeric should remove this ingredient from the recipe. Diabetics should consume honey with moderation or substitute it for a safe natural sweetener. We arrived at the end of this video, and if you watched until here, my congratulations. This proves that you are really concerned with your health and are willing to take an important step to live better and longer. Today you learnt that the gut is the key to longevity, that many diseases begin in it, and that the wrong foods can literally rot inside your body, causing inflammation and destroying your health little by little. We also discovered what these dangerous foods are, what to do to cleanse the gut, and the most important thing, the secret recipe of the elders of the Blue Zones to restore your digestion and strengthen your immunity. Now I want to know from you, from what city are you watching this video? Tell me here in the comments so that I can see up to where this message is arriving and send a special hug to you. And one more thing, from 0 to 10, what grade do you give to this video? Was this knowledge useful to you? If this content helped you, then be a part of this transformation and comment here, I choose to live with more health. And if you haven't left your like yet, this is the moment. Your like helps this video to reach more people who also need this information. If you still haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now and activate the little bell to not lose any important content about health and longevity. And finally, but not least, share this video with someone you love and want to see living with more health. I'm sure that this person will thank you for this valuable information. A big hug, and we'll see you in the next video.